So I was just practicing for Martinsville, and a caution came out. I was like, oh, that's a normal yellow. But there was a flip, and it was amazing. And I've never seen him throw the caution out. I was going normal speed. It took over for me. And I was getting back on the gas, and that button was the I'm upset. I'm quite upset by that. So you're gonna have fun. My arm is stuck on the chair again. It was gonna be fun, but nope. Apparently, we won't ever see that great, amazing wreck again. Hey guys, so what if here? Welcome back to Thunder 04 season mode for race 32 and 36. We're going to Martinsville. Kind of like the second to last big wild card of the season, because we have this and Homestead, which I think are going to be probably the biggest question marks of how we're going to do. I guess you could throw in Phoenix as well, but I feel like that might be easier. But yeah, so right now we're currently tied for Richard Petty's most wins in a season record. He did that in the pre-modern era where they ran like 40, 50 plus races a year. But we're going to be insane and probably accomplish that maybe today. So there's a little bit of excitement for that, but this track is such a big question mark. Obviously, that was our paint scheme. So yeah, I don't know what's going to come of it. That's really it's probably the most excited I've been to record one of these since the second Dover race, which was not that long ago, but it's like 3 races this year that have been really interesting. I guess 4, if you count Kansas. Maybe 5 for this. I don't know, but it's not a whole lot else to really look through. So let's get into it. Thank you to my Tier 2 Patreon people as well as my YouTube member support channel. First, you get early access to videos like this, as well as shouting emails when I stream. I do appreciate what you guys do. It means a lot. Thank you. Let's get into it and see if we can break that record. Once again, Tony Stewart on pole for what feels like the 7th time this year, or at least in a row. Obviously, default stuff as usual. In fact, because I'm on automatic, this might actually make it easier because it automatically downshifts me in the second. And in the spring race, I was using manual and I was only going down to third. So this might be easier. I don't know. We'll have MRN and friends, or PRN and friends, take it from here, and hopefully they don't mess stuff up because they've been on a bad couple of stretches lately.
Hello, everyone. We're glad you could join us at the historic Martinsville Speedway for today's Subway 500 on MRN. And Barney, this is one of those tracks where the term Rubbins Racing says it all.
Drivers work the brakes hard at this racetrack. It's like 2 drag strips with short turns. The wear and tear these cars take from the track is bad enough. Then add in some good old beating and banging with other cars. Now that's stock car racing, baby.
Jeremy Mayfield changed teams after the 2001 season, ending a 4-year tenure with Roger Penske.
A lot of people, Ray Evernham included, believe Mayfield still has a lot of untapped potential. He certainly has shown flashes of brilliance in the past. Maybe he can put that number 19 Dodge in victory lane today.
Jerry Nadeau is one of those guys who you just keep expecting to break out and have a good year.
Yeah, you do, but he's got a ton of talent and some good equipment. He's shown he can win and run up front. Now he's just got to string some success together and gain some confidence out there.
2002 was a breakout year for Kurt Busch and his Roush Racing team.
That it was, with 3 wins and 10 top 10
Nope.
finishes.
Nope. How many times have they done that this year? Where they completely botch Kurt Busch's stats at Martinsville. Or not in Martinsville, because in Martinsville he really only got 1 win, then did nothing for a decade, but that's beside the point. I don't know, I wish there was a counter for just that alone. Because I feel like they've done it at least 5 or more times. Obnoxious. I was about to say they were doing really good. They're going on a tangent about underrated drivers and how they have untapped potential, because I do think Mayfield and Nadeau do have untapped potential. And they just threw all that goodwill out the window to talk about my stats, which are wrong. Again. And I will not continue to be salty about it because it's stupid. Anyways, they check up a lot in turn 1. This is a big chance for us to gain a lot of spots. Mears, I don't know what he's trying to do there. That is a freaking smash. Oh my lord. I was thrown off with Casey Mears turning left there. And I was not slowing up enough for Matt Kenseth. So, once again, another teammate very upset with me. And we get right side damage to the boot. That just makes me even more angry. That was so... I was worried that was going to happen on the first lap, but nope, we survived the first lap with the right rear not getting damaged, but then it happens the second lap. And then we door Hermie Sadler. Yeah, they check up a lot in turn 1. That's why I let off the throttle a lot, or I just went way out of the racing lane to get by them. Also, I never knew in the back of Brett Bodine's car it says Hooters Air. What is Hooters Air? I don't know what that means. It's probably something that obviously existed, but that's interesting. Also, it's fitting that Brett Bodine gets the Hooters. And obviously Jeffrey Bodine took over Alan's shop in '93, later in that year. Interesting, his brother would take it, sort of. Or at least the sponsor. I don't know, there's something interesting to that. Ricky Craven, kind of like what frickin' Kenny Wallace did at Rockingham, where he was just fast in one particular corner. I mean, he just straight out just outbroke me. Obviously, we're 18th, by the way, so it's kind of gross. Jeff Burns did an alternate scheme. I saw Steve Park in alternate scheme. Same with Robbie Gordon. So that's nice. Also, I think my caution glitch theory might only be a Bristol exclusive because I tried it here, and it still happened. The caution still come out. So, yeah. Though it was weird. Because it looked like the caution glitch came out on pit road, but there's also cars on the track that literally flipped. I was trying to record it so it could show the caution replay, but when I came back from the pause menu, the game took control of my car, and then I hit the A button, which it was not in that, like, game taking over for you sequence when I paused, but it must have happened at, like, the perfect moment. Because when I unpaused and I hit the A button for the gas, the transition happened, like, immediately. So I had, like, the worst timing ever, which I actually do have on camera, of that happening. Because me explaining it would be like, oh, what if, just exaggerating. No, that is just how those events occurred. And now we're never going to see it, unless maybe it's in the mirror for, like, one frame. But it was something magical. And it usually doesn't happen with the pit road barrels. Usually I would have to kind of initiate that personally. But the fact that the AI did it themselves was even more stranger. So, I don't know. Anyways, we're in the top 10. We just slide jobbed in front of Johnny Benson for some reason. But, yeah, we're still many seconds back from leader. He's about to hit lap traffic, so maybe that'll hold him up. It was a very awful corner there, but yeah. Well, I mean, we gained a 10th that lap, but that was at the midst of making a whole bunch of mistakes, so I'm sure we'll be able to gain some of that time back. Nice route the last corner. Harvick's going to block all the way off the racing surface, which is very annoying. And I can't even say he took the corner that well because he ran to Waltrip. He used him as his own personal parking brake to get by him because of the angle he took to make sure to block me. And it's very annoying. Thunder 04 for you right there. That's just that that single frame of what Harvick did should just be the antithesis of what Thunder 04 AI blocking is. There we go, kind of faked him out there. Finally got to the inside of him. I think a little door there is warranted for the egregious blocking that he was doing. So you know what? I'll live with that. As we're still getting time on leader despite all that, so that's kind of promising. Another really good route the corner. Jimmy tried to block, but it wasn't enough. They can kind of send it in there if they want to. Jimmy was not as brazen, but we got the spot. P8. Try and get the spot on Ricky Rudd, who DNF last race. I'm going to give him a little bit of slack there and break a bit early. Being overly nice to him. It's hard to talk, because I put that Kinkeroid on because I got like a cold sore, and it's forming, which has not happened in what feels like 5 months. Which I think is the longest streak I've ever had. That's a bump. The longest streak I've ever had not having it. And now it's all of a sudden coming back. And I'm annoyed, so I put Kinkeroid on. But where the area it is, it's right overlapping one of my teeth. So it's like I'm getting like this gel liquid thing on it. And it's not very pleasant. Then I'm trying to wipe some of it off. But that is a minor complaint. To feel at least a little bit more comfortable. Because it is... I'm tired of being sore. I should get the floss pick thing. water floss, floss pick, whatever it's called, to make sure to get any type of diseases or whatever, because I got freaking pectoral gingivitis. It's like advanced gingivitis, so like I'm just, my mouth is like a walking nightmare of problems, and I'm trying my damnedest to fix it as best as I can. But I need that water pick, so that's gotta be something I have to order. Teeth aside, we gained spots. We're P4. Gordon's P3. We'll get by David Green here, who's usually been a problem. Luckily that time it wasn't a problem. But anyways, hello Jeff Gordon. Ooh, he sent it. Kind of sent it just like me. No contact. P3 in the books. We're about to get the lead here. I mean, we got a couple of knick-knack, paddywhacks, give the dog a bone. There we go. That was a swift pass. That was a senior move. Not like a Dale Earnhardt move, but like a veteran move. That's what I'm trying to say. Who the leader is? Oh, yeah, it's Tony Stewart. Why would I be surprised? It's not. Why would I think it's not Tony Stewart? The last couple of races, it's been literally Tony Stewart trying to mitigate all the bleeding I have done to him this entire season. As we have Mike Skinner block me, basically, for no reason. And then that happens. Yeah, that's exactly what happens when you literally block someone off the track. Like, none of that would have happened if a lap car just didn't pinch me the fuck off. So, yeah, that we finally got our first yellow. And it's right at the pit sequence. So we're never going to know if the caution glitch is going to happen. And that somehow put me... I guess that makes sense to put me 5th, but, yeah, I'm quite annoyed by all of that. It did not need to happen. 16.5, we estimated time to pick or nail. 15.4, despite repairing damage, which is actually kind of impressive. Are we going to get stacked up on pit road? Is our race done? Am I going to have to redo this now? It seems like it. Oh, why did that happen? Why did we... Well, I would love to finish this race, but... apparently we're just going to be stuck here on pit road. Is this how we're going to lose this race? Why? Yeah, we're a lap down, so, I mean, Tony Stewart stayed out, which makes no sense. He should have pitted. I'm going to give another lap, and if it don't happen, then I guess I have to restart, because we're just going to be stuck in limbo for forever at Martinsville. Like, nothing can go right today. The one mistake I do all year, literally on track, where I guess, can you really blame me? The AI literally pinched me off into the corner. A lap car results in me, you know, innocently spinning, which then leads to the game breaking itself. So, yeah, the one big mistake I do the whole year, and it results in this. All right, I guess we're gonna have to restart this because this game's stupid with this track. Yep, we're 2 laps down, so we're just gonna be stuck on pit road forever. Wonderful. All right, well, I'm glad I can just restart this because this is stupid now, and that's just a glitch that I cannot control. So unfortunately, I can't control. And, oh, was I on Legend? Yes, I was. Wow, who would have thought? That's amazing. I can't believe I did that. It's like I freaking am telling the truth the whole season. But, yeah, let's do it again. It's a redo, but kind of out of my hands redo. Tony Stewart on pole. I wish I was scripting it, but Tony Stewart's just like consistently on pole all the time. I'm not doing that intro again. We're redoing it. Terrell Labonte, a nice alternate scheme. I like that. But yeah, let's try not to... Look at Terry Block, lap 1. Hey, he could go send it in the corner if he wants to. What a fucking man. That's a man right there. Terry Labonte just gained like 10 spots. And why is Dale Jr. back here? Why am I hearing a whole bunch of crunching behind me? I was going to send it, but Terry Labonte just said, fuck it. I'm going to Toby Keith this and man the shit out of that corner and gain like 10, 12 spots. That was insane. Obviously, we still were able to pass him, but I'm actually surprised I got through that as well as I did. I almost hit so many cars there. I was trying to be a little bit careful. Once I saw Terry make that block, I was like, yeah, I'm not angling that in the corner. Lap 1, turn 1 like that. But this video is going to get progressively a lot longer now. People are going to be wondering, why is this like a 30-minute video? Isn't that a bit sussy baka what if? It's like, well, once you watch it, you'll understand why. It's really simple. It's a really simple explanation. Maybe that'll bring viewers in. Like, why is this like a 30-minute video? Why do I have to get right side damage on the car 4 laps in? That was, I mean, it's 2 laps better than we did the first time, so I doubled my improvement. What I'm learning, or what I have learned, is that the automatic gears really help with this track. The fact that it puts you down a second, you just get such a nuclear launch off the corner. It's what's been helping us make all these passes. Well, maybe not entirely that time hitting Skinner, but is Benson gonna block? No, he's not. It's almost as if Benson is a stand-up gentleman and will refuse to be stupid, like what Mike Skinner did to me. Isn't that funny? It's almost like Mike Skinner is, well, I guess yeah, that's an interesting stat. Who's better, Johnny Benson or Mike Skinner? I don't know. I would assume Benson, but barely. I mean, he does have a cup win, and Skinner doesn't. But Skinner does have technically like 3 non-points wins. So there's that. I don't know. But tangents aside, we're up to P15. Ricky Craven once again running in like 14th to 15th spot. I mean, he's gonna be 15th once we pass him, but he's just been consistently above average what feels like this whole season, which is really funny. So we got a blow up. Of course, it's Mark Martin. Yeah, can't have this day go any worse than having to restart the race because of a glitch, and then Mark Martin blows up. That's just miserable. Nice around the corner. We'll get to the inside of Rusty here. Should be able to pass him here, at least set him up. Which we will do just that. Jerry Mayfield into P9. Hey, that's cool. Good for him. Another disgusting run off the corner. P9. I mean, a lot of these passes are pretty straightforward. I think we're slightly further back than we were in the other race, which might be a problem. I'm still anticipating the caution glitch to occur, so I'm just going to stay out as long as possible, which is a big gamble because if it never comes out, then we're going to lose a lot of time by staying out. If I pit early, then I'm trapped a lap down, so pick your poison. It's like how I Dale Jarrett there. That was very nice, but P7, Ward Burns 6th. Holy damn, good for him. Once again, good. A lot of random people running good. Like Mayfield there, and then we got Ward Burn up in the top 10. Good stuff. Well, who would have thought? We got a good run off the corner to the inside of Ward. We're actually really cutting down the leader. It was like 7 seconds before, now it's 4.9. Maybe lap traffic's being a factor. Maybe that we just have a little bit more clean track. I don't have to, I don't know, check up for the AI as much. Or maybe I'm getting to them at like the right time so I don't lose as much momentum. I don't know, but you're definitely chopping this lead up into chunks, like 5 or 6 tenths a lap it feels like. So this has just been pretty nuts. Of course, we're gonna have Stan Barrett try to block me. Luckily, we're so fast we're able to pass him in the corner, clear him, and all that good stuff, so that's nice. Same with Dr. Pepper of Kevin Grubb.
That speed will get us to the front. Keep it up. Still beside you. Keep digging.
That was 26 from Nat Tap. I was expecting a 10. That's a little bullshit right there. We'll get by Marlon Newman. That was for 3rd. Ricky Rudd redeeming himself from. Damn, Elliott Sadler gave him some, I don't know, negative vibes. I mean, Elliott Sadler did drive that car the year prior. And he's just like telling him like it is, like, hey, I'm the better driver, when he's really not. I don't know what that was. That was weird. Sadler just gave the lead lap car some lip. Call up to Tony Stewart. He's dealing with a lap car. McMurray's trying to pass them all at the same time. Nice run off the corner. We got such a run, he didn't even know what hit him. He was trying to pit that lap. I am sorry, Tony. Alright, well, either way, we're going to get the lead, but it's a lot of door scrapes I didn't want to have. And now we're just going to play the waiting game. I couldn't even talk there. This damn cold sore is really bothering me now. I really don't even feel like talking. I did a stream like on Monday, and I was like, ugh. Afterwards, my mouth was just so annoyed. So I think lap 28 is the last of all the cycled pit stops, which we're seeing it just now. So Ward Burn might be one of those people in that caution or on that, pit road. I'm trying to look and see if he's down pit road, but I can't really tell. Oh, I see him. Okay, he's there. Alright, we just have to stay out for another couple seconds. We're going to be cutting it really close on fuel, so... Okay, thank you, Jeff Green. Thankfully, they make him a rival. But this lap, we're going to have to pit. We have no choice. We have to pit this lap. If he doesn't bring it out. There he goes. He leaves pit road and no caution. Wow, this game is literally just throwing me every worst bone imaginable. We have no choice but to pit. The caution glitch didn't happen. That really sucks to be on the losing end of that. So standard 4 tire stop. That's it. Not repair damage. And just hope that we can somehow win this still. It was like a 16-1 estimated time, and the pit crew drew out the ball 17-3. That's not even with repairing damage, so that could have been like 17-6. That is awful. There's Stewart there. Is that for the lead? That is for the lead. We actually cycled out pretty good despite pitting as late as we did. So, that really didn't hurt us as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay, I mean, we're only 1 second back. We got, stupidly fresh tires, so... should be able to get by him really with no problem. I was hyping this up as being a disaster, but turned out it really wasn't that big of a deal. As we're to the inside of store, at least trying to. I would like to lead the most laps if I can. Contact in front of me with Mears and Kenny Wallace, of all people. And of course, Stewart's going to block. So we're going to try to fake him up high, try to cut down low so we get a good exit out of the corner. Trying to set him up here. In fact, we were going too fast with the corner and kept it in third, but it still worked all the same. And the inside of him. Just want to make this pass cleanly. There we go. Good launch off by Stewart. And now let's put a gap on him so we can have something to look at for the interval thing. So, and of course, Casey Mears is in the Jimmy Spencer car. That's triggering for me. Also, random note. Props to Jeff Burns' alternate scheme. It looks good. That's all I have to say. White flags out. We built up a nice lead, naturally. Dale Jarrett for no good reason. Lapped a whole chunk of cars. I don't know who's on lead lap and who isn't anymore. But it's reassuring to know that even without the caution glitch and even us pitting as late as we could, pretty much putting us on the worst end of the pit strat imaginable, we were still just way out faster than anyone else. So that's an earned dub. That surpasses Richard Petty's win count, just for clarification. So we are just the gods. And we've lapped up to 7th, or at least 8th place, so 7 on lead lap. And we do it at a track where Petty won a lot at Martinsville, so poetically fitting. I don't know how to feel about winning 28 races in 32 events. That seems kind of disgusting. But hey, this game is going to be the first in anything I've ever done, even in season modes that I even haven't done yet. Nothing will be as easy as this. That's one thing I think we've confirmed. It's a nice trophy. Get to add that to the trophy collection once again. I also noticed too, some drivers their fist close. Like that's I mean I'm sure Thunder 03 had that, but I don't know. I'm just noticing things. My brain's falling apart trying to process everything. It's just night track. That we didn't have that in 2003, so that was cutting edge for the time. Ward Burns just straight up got 7th that entire race, which is impressive. We did lead the most laps, barely over Tony Stewart by 2. And literally me and Tony Stewart led the entire thing. 2 different leaders. That is kind of sad. Ward Burns last one lead lap. We did lap Harvick right at the white flag. Same with Dale Jarrett. Dale Jr. Good run. The fact we lapped up to 7th in a 50-lap race is quite disgusting. We won by 13 seconds. Weren't we like 10 seconds at the white flag? How did we gain 2 more seconds? They must have been held up in lap traffic or something. I don't know. I mean, I did have a lot fresher tires than them. So I guess that explains it, but that is just absolutely insane. Ricky Craven got 19th. I thought he was running like 5th. Maybe it was the first race. I don't know. I'm getting my drivers' races confused maybe. Mark Martin, the only one that DNF'd, so big sad for that. Now we get to put those numbers in the stat book, because I'm sure that's going to put us in the top 10 for that for that one for sure after that event. I don't know. More than likely. So we organized that. That was like 13,163. Puts it right there, which obviously my fantasy head blocks. That puts it 7th. So, damn. That's kind of wild. Pretty crazy. I didn't expect a race like that to do it. I think the spring race at Martinsville, which was race number 9, we only won it by 8 seconds. So, it's kind of... But we had a caution glitch, or caution come out that kind of messed it up a little bit. But, yeah, that's still pretty gosh darn impressive. Next up's Atlanta. We won here before. It should be kind of another easy dub, but we did it. We're surpassed Richard Petty. I'm sure he didn't have a 1.5 average finish in 1967 or what year he accomplished those goals. So, yeah, we're better. We accomplished what we needed to do. That was the goal for the whole season. With us leading some laps there, we got to 335. I don't think we're getting to 400, but 350 plus, that's my guess. We might be able to achieve that in Atlanta if we, do well enough. So, it's possible. And Mark Martin led some laps. Ricky Craven, oh my God, Ward Burton, Ricky Craven, and Bobby Labonte are in a 3-way tie for 10th. I guess technically 9th, so that's kind of crazy to think about that now. Jimmy Johnson doesn't even have as much laps led. That's even more strange. Same with Kenseth. Not with Kenseth. I guess Harvick's kind of a shocker too. And Rusty Walls. I don't know. It's been a bizarre year for some of those people. The point situation... Still not as big of a lead as what we had in Thunder 02. Just want to point that out. I mean, it could still change, but Tony Stewart's been hanging on. Ryan Newman's still 3rd. Jeff Gordon rebounds to 4th. Remember, he was outside the top 10 at one point, so he's actually made a pretty substantial late season charge. The exact opposite of last season's game. Ricky Rudd 5th. Johnson 6th. Labonte, Kenseth, Marlin, then Dale Jr. 10th. Dale Jr. 11th. Ricky Craven still holding the fort in 14th over Michael Waltrip for 15th. Impressive still. But the fact that Mark Martin is only one spot ahead of Craven is really depressing me. But he did DNF, so he might go back up. But the battle for 10th is still kind of up in the air. So, well, not really. It's like 97 points between Jared and Junior. So I guess technically not. But it's within one race, so I guess it still can change. But I don't know. I'm just happy that we live in a timeline Jimmy Johnson hasn't won yet, because in this reality, he would have already had like 6 wins by the end of 2003, so it's nice to rob him some wins. I like that. Anyways, I'm done. I will see you all next video, next episode, and all that good stuff. But first, we actually have to wrap things up properly. Big shout out my 2-3 Patreon supporters, Dave Farner, Champ 15, Kamikaze Games, Billy Carrier, Max Lake 1986, Jason Hellman, and my name is John for support. Again, I appreciate what you guys do for my channel every single month. It does me a lot. Always goes a long ways with everything, so just thank you, as always, for the continued support and all that good stuff. It does make me happy. See you all next episode. I am very tired. I almost messed up my entire ending there. I need rest. So, either way, we're almost done with the season. Then we got NASCAR 05, and it'd be weird when we get to the end of July or early August, and I'm done with 05 and thinking about everything. I don't know. It's crazy to think we're almost to the end of this Thunder saga. I mean, technically this would be the end of the Thunder saga because that's what the Thunder games end here, but NASCAR 05 still carries the same engine, so I'm lumping it in anyways. And also Kurt won a championship that year, so I feel like I almost have to do it out of just obligation. Anyways, I'm done. See you all next episode. See you all later. And as always, have a good day, everyone.